Hey everyone, my name's Ray, and I just wanted to show what I had done with the glue up. Um, I had used up all of the wood from all the crosses that I had made previously, and I made this tray. It's a Millennium Falcon for one of my friends that is a Star Wars advocate. I'm a Trekkie myself, but um, I used all the CNC to be able to flatten it and cut the pockets out. And it was a lot more sanding than I anticipated. And it could be that I was a little more particular, but um, it was a lot of sanding, and it was my first attempt at a tray. So some of the things I'm going to share with you that I had learned in the process, I'll go over them and we can go from there. Okay, talk soon. And here we go. We've got Scrap Day Tuesday. What am I going to make with this? We're going to see if I can at least even salvage it. But this is my first big glue up with multicolors, and I wanted to CNC it and make it into a game. So let's see how I can do. All right. I just got done flattening it, and yeah, it looks all right. It's heavy, about 3/4 of an inch. Uh, I initially thought I was going to make a maze game, where the marble goes around with acrylic on the top, and I was thinking, maybe I'll just do a tray. So once I decided to make the Millennium Falcon, I do have the SVG for it. I did put in their name and this year to indicate what it was going to look like, but some of the tool paths that I wasn't sure about was the 1/4 inch bowl bit, and that bit is a 1/4 inch with a tip on the end, and I went over the entire profile. But the depth, I did a depth test here and here with at a 0.20 and a 0.18. I chose the 0.20 because it looked good on the initial run, but the I suggest doing a couple of them, 0.22, 0.24, to try and get the best fit, because as you can see on the final product, there was a lip running around this outside, and because I am somewhat of a twitcher, that I got a little more sanding than I anticipated. So with the bowl bit and the V carve with the 30-degree, the bowl bit, I did finish this out and cut it out, and um, it was a non-stop sanding from there on out. I did use my 3D printer to print out um, a stand for it with their name on it, and I think for others that use woodworking, the 3D printer is just it's priceless. And I only have the very lowest end 3D printer from Bamboo Labs, and it works fine for my needs, making vacuum adapters, jigs, things like that. But I do think it is well worth the money and investment. It's similar to CNC, where you have an X, Y, and Z. But there's a little nuances, just like everything else, from the laser to the CNC to woodworking to a sander, planer joiner. All of them have their own little nuances, but I do think that everyone should have a 3D printer. So here I am with the 1/4 inch round over. I did the whole profile so it would eliminate any tear out, and then using a 3/16 compression bit to remove the majority of the material before the bowl bit to have a smoother transition and not make the bowl bit work so hard. Once I got it all cut out, I forgot to video the sanding portion, but it was hours of sanding, and I finished it up with the wax around the edges to make sure everything was nice and smooth. But this was the result. That's what I've got so far. Put a little mineral oil on it. I sanded it down for hours and hours. I was hoping that the bowl bit and round over would save me some time, and it probably did, because of the detail in the corners would have been really hard to get with a router bit or a sounder. So using that round over bit in the CNC really helped in the pockets, and even in that fine area between the two dots. But that's what I've got so far. It's what I decided to make, and I've still got a lot of work to do yet on it. I hate sanding, but it's definitely needed to make the project look wonderful. So let's see if I can get this finished, and we'll go from there. Thanks. I finished it off with a 1/8 inch roundover using my palm router instead of pulling out the big router, but it gave it the finished back that I was looking for. And here's the finished tray. I really didn't care for the red dots, but once you put epoxy in, it's done deal. I hope he likes it, and I hope you enjoyed the process. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more. I've got more projects coming down the line, and hope to see you then. Thanks.